welcome back. Dinner is full steam ahead with Eoin Sheehan and our shiny brand new Normandy hob. Yes.
Thank God. I know. Yeah. I was sweating coming in there when I heard.
No,
it's a brand new
hands.
one. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's flying.
So sliders tonight.
Yeah.
I think of sliders as being little hamburgers, but you're using chicken.
Yeah, so it's the same concept. Yeah, different meat. You can do loads of them. Traditionally, they would be even like a sloppy Joe mix. So you put like a mince into them, and then they all kind of break away. So you kind of pull them off the branch in itself. But I always do chicken. You could do vegetarian ones. You can do kind of pizza ones where you layer like chorizo and salami and pepperoni. So they're a kind of great base, especially if you put them in the center of the table. If you're cooking for kids at home, pop them in the middle, everyone pulls their own. And you can kind of individualize them. So half can be vegetarian, half can be meat. Or it can be half chicken, half not. So again, there's loads you can do with it, and they're kind of lovely one. This coming into the summer as well. Okay. We're going to do a pesto version, and we're going to make pesto from scratch. We're going to make pesto from scratch. This is great. Every time I'm here, I have a new sous chef. No,
I actually love it. We can all be back together again.
Pesto's really, really simple. There's only like 5 main components. You can tweak them to your flavour palette yourself. If you like it more strong with basil or more Parmesan or more garlic, you can do that. So I have a garlic clove here, just diced up. 1 garlic clove into my pestle and mortar. You can put it into a blender if you're at home as well. It'll be even a little bit handier. I have some pine nuts here. I've just crashed them a little bit for a couple of seconds there. Those normal pine nuts, pop them in. They'll add a bit of a crunch, bit of a kind of nuttiness. We have fresh basil. We're going to pop that in. Stems and all, pop it all in, so make sure it's nice and fresh. We have some Parmesan cheese, in it goes. About a large tablespoon.
And with the basil, you can just add as much as you want, can you?
Exactly, yeah. So usually what we'll do is we'll start it off, we'll know by the colour, we'll know by the taste, we'll know by the consistency, then we kind of tweak it. A small bit of lemon juice for acidity, goes great with the basil as well. Half a lemon will do. And about 2 or 3 tablespoons of an olive oil. So a nice extra virgin olive oil. Layer that all in. Again, if we need more, we can add it in. And again, all we do is a little bit of elbow grease. Start to move around. I'm going to pass it to my left here. So again, all we're doing, just crush the basil, rub it against, use the pestle and mortar. That's the kind of winning
And Joanna, do you have a
there.
pesto-related question for Eoin?
Yeah, because my daughter is vegetarian now, and I always enjoyed making pasta pesto for the kids. You know, when you want something quick, easy, but healthy?
Yes.
And pasta pesto is always a hit, but the Parmesan cheese is not vegetarian, because there's a
sheep byproduct in it.
Yeah,
so I would. Some of them might be, so to answer that question, you check the label first of all. You could do without the Parmesan if you had to. Or there's loads of vegan and vegetarian options there as well. Yeah. Or you just, again, leave it out if you have to. Everything else is vegetarian in it.
But it's so tasty.
Yeah, but it is so tasty. I know. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Look, this lovely succulent chicken.
So exactly. So what I've done here, I have 3 chicken breasts. I've just popped them in some tin foil, really lightly seasoned them, and then I just baked them in the oven. So again, once you bake them, you could boil them as well.
Yeah. I was about to say that. Yeah.
You could boil them, absolutely. And it's fine for this. And usually, I'm not a fan of boiled chicken. There's better things in life than boiled chicken.
Doesn't sound appetizing.
But for this, it's fine because usually when we shred chicken, we're adding it to like a mayonnaise or a hot sauce or a pesto like this.
Okay.
So again, just shred it up. I bake it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Get a pinchers or a fork, break it all together. You can do that in a food processor too. A food processor will kind of mix it up and get a really kind of nice shred on that as well, okay?
Cool. Okay.
So that's part 1. Part 2. Part 3 is our sliders. So as you said a while ago, I'll just cut them through the middle, lift the lid off, okay, for the inside.
So hang on, what did you buy there to get them? Just sliders in the supermarket?
Yeah, they come as they are. They'll be in the bread aisle. We'll say. You'll see them near the kind of hot dogs.
I think I need more basil.
More basil.
Yeah,
very good.
It's not very green.
The sous chef.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
So we can finish with the pesto. So what we'll do first is we'll layer our chicken on. So you can do a pesto base or a pesto lid, one or the other. Chicken goes on. Cover it all the way around. And as I said, you can do half chicken, you can do half mince, you can do pepperoni, you can do loads of different things, or plenty of cheese as well. I have some really nice sun-dried tomatoes, kind of stick to the Italian theme. Sun-dried tomatoes in and around on top of the chicken. Again, they add a really kind of nice oil flavour too. And that oil is amazing.
Taste as well.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But it's a really important part here is don't throw that oil away. In the jars, use that for cooking. It's a really nice cooking oil.
Okay.
So it's a really, really good option to have. One of the most important parts is cheese. So I have some nice shredded mozzarella. or you can do cheddar as well. Plenty of cheese over the top. That's going to melt and kind of act as a glue. So plenty of mozzarella, plenty of Parmesan cheese to kind of go with our basil.
Great.
Thank you very much.
I think that now.
Yeah, again, they're great. Now, what we'll do is I'll take that pesto off you if you don't mind. Thank you very, very much.
Smells divine.
So again, a food processor will give you a kind of finer liquid consistency. Yeah. But again, just keep at it, break it down. Again, if you had probably more time, you keep at it. That's perfect. It smells amazing. We'll take the pesto on the top side, spoon it all out, and it's a really kind of nice garlicky finish to that as well. Make sure it's spread all over the base or the roof, one or the other, like
But
so.
you can have it quite rustic though, can't you?
Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of what I like as well.
Yeah.
Pop that lid on top, like so. Okay. It's going to get nice and floury now with the baps. I would dress a little bit of oil over the top here, because we're going to be popping these into the oven. Just a tiny little bit of drizzle, just so they kind of brown up a bit. And then I do a small little bit of fresh parsley as well. We'll finish with a bit of fresh parsley too.
Lovely.
But while we go from here, we take this. This is going to go into our oven, only for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And in the oven, well, I'll show you
Just
now.
to melt your cheese, really?
Absolutely, yeah, that's really all
Okay.
we're doing. So while that's in the oven, I always serve these with some nice homemade potato wedges. My favorite to do. All my kind of go-to classics is wedges. Normal spuds, like so. Nothing has been done to them. Just cut them in half. Cut them in just small wedge-sized pieces, nice and carefully, like so. And so we're getting those nice long cuts. And you can tweak this. You can do little potato cubes. You can do whatever you like. Pop them in a bowl. We'll dress these up.
We've got about a minute left.
Yep, no worries.
You would never parboil your potato for a
I
wedge or
usually,
anything?
it depends.
Straight in.
If for Christmas I do. I parboil them. For these ones I usually don't. A little bit of Cajun, a little bit of garlic and parsley. Toss that, and that's going to get 30 minutes in the oven, okay?
Okay.
So once we pull all these out,
That garlic powder is a handy ingredient.
so
to have,
handy.
isn't it?
One of my favorites, yeah.
Yeah.
We have our cheesy chicken sliders.
Very nice.
We have our roasted potato wedges. And the best part is you kind of pop these on front and center in the table. You kind of come along, you can pull and break those cheesy baked sliders.
Okay.
I'll pop these in the plate too.
Okay, so while he's plating up, we've had loads of people
Give
in.
it to Joanna.
Loads wishing you well for the Croagh-Patrick climb
great.
with
Yeah,
Charlie Bird.
thanks very much.
idonate.ie/Joanna Donnelly 189 is how you can donate. Maureen from Navan, very quickly, she's hoping for good weather Saturday, but she's going to a wedding. Does she need the jacket, the rain jacket, the brolly?
No, well, look, take a brolly. There might be a light shower, but it's not bad weather. It's
Yeah.
just a bit colder. And
Okay.
hopefully there'll be sunshine between those showers as well.
We've got to
Exactly.
keep our fingers
Well,
crossed
get
for
stuck
that.
into the carbs. That's what you need
all
for the
yours.
time ahead of you.
Yeah, loads there.
Joanna, lovely to see you tonight. Thank you very much, Owen. That is all we've got time for. Massive thank you to our guests and to Eoin Sheehan for tonight's recipe, and to our sous chef, Joanna Donnelly.